Welcome to this analysis following Ole Miss 41, New Mexico State 3 from Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. Chase Parham, Neal McCready here with the football-only portion of tonight's videos. We'll be live with the hand-raised guys here in a few minutes following the publishing of this here video. But Ole Miss dominates the game throughout against a hapless New Mexico State team that has not won a game in more than a calendar year. Ole Miss moves to 4-6 on the season. They get the LSU Tigers next week, who are currently up by 12 on Alabama with 6:55 to go in the game. It is going to be a spent amount of Tigers in town next week. It'll be a very talented one and probably an undefeated one before the Egg Bowl 12 days after that. Neal, Ole Miss ran like crazy for 400-something yards today. They had 600-something yards total offense. John Rice Plumlee played the majority of the game. So kind of going to hit this as we move forward just because it still remains kind of on the periphery of our main topics. He is the quarterback, and for the second week in a row, they made no doubts about that whatsoever from a snap count standpoint. And frankly, we mentioned this last week, but now 100%, it can be put to bed.
Yeah, it's over. Tonight, he 11 for 17, 124. So 11 completions, 124 yards. Do the math. It's about 10 yards of completion. They're just not going down the field much at all. He is a very dangerous runner, 12 carries, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. Matt Corral was 2 for 2. 35 yards.
Played a couple series, the first one after Plumlee was banged up.
Yeah, no idea whether that was the plan for him to come in or whether he came in as a result of necessity. Who knows? It's, as you said, it was a few weeks ago the center story. Whoa.
Ooh.
Sorry. I had an ESPN commercial popping up there. So
all right, all good.
Some sort of an ad.
Okay.
Anyway, Snoop Connor, 13 carries, 109 yards, couple of touchdowns. Jerry Neal, 14 carries, 71 yards. Tyler Knight got some carries. Isaiah Woolard got some carries.
They played Grant Ressmeyer. They played Sellers Shy. They played Kincaid Dent. Corral played a couple series, as you said.
My
played
guess
a lot
was
of quarterbacks.
Get some guys just a snap to say they got a snap.
Well, from a functionality standpoint, even if the Corral thing is what it is, play Dent a little while, see what you got, would have been my thought. But nonetheless, that is what they did. I think they got out for the most part injury-free. I did not see anything on Tisdale once he left the game, so I'm not sure about that. If I missed something, sorry, but that's kind of where it is. And
post-game video in a little bit.
Yeah, but again, they get LSU. You take a shot, I guess, next week, and then you try to win an Egg Bowl in 12 days. And for Ole Miss, that might lead to a bowl game at 5-7, given the APR situation.
Yeah, it could. I'll have to look at the national landscape and see how many 6-win teams there are.
There are a lot of bowls. So
a lot of bowls. A lot of bowls. And Ole Miss would absolutely take one at 5-7. There's no
reason not to. You should.
No, of course. And a lot of the storylines, frankly, that we thought would percolate around Thanksgiving night appear to be being put to bed, at least temporarily. I don't think there's a quarterback controversy anymore. I don't think there's a head coaching controversy anymore.
They're just playing some football games.
Yeah, we're waiting to see what happens with an AD. I think we feel like that's going in a direction. We reported on the message board about Matt Corral. There are some very specific transfer portal rumors out there involving him. We've requested to speak to him. I don't know whether we'll get him or not. If we do, we'll ask him, and I think Matt was going to continue to sort of play the role of good soldier the rest of the way, which is smart on his part. But, yeah, I mean, Elijah Moore, 3 catches, 37 yards. Jason Pellerin, Jaden Jackson, a couple of catches each. Jerry Neal had 3 catches. Cooley had a catch. Mingo had a catch. I didn't know he was still around. I'm kidding. I did, but he just hadn't been part of the offense. Braylon Sanders had an 8-yard catch. It is a run-oriented team that plays, frankly, its next truly meaningful game in about 2, almost 3 weeks, because I don't think LSU is –
They don't seem gettable right now.
I don't think that's gettable for a one-dimensional team. And then the Mississippi State game will be fascinating because there are some strong rumors out of Starkville that one way or the other
and State needs it for a bowl probably.
Yeah, one way or the other, Joe Moorhead is out. And my advice to New Mexico State would be the next time you schedule an SEC team, call Arkansas.
See if the Razorbacks will. It's a shorter trip too.
Yeah.
Hey, you get a lot of things done there. So, football part though, it's kind of where it is. It was a bye game in November. It went as a bye game in November, how they usually do. So, Ole Miss 41, New Mexico State 3 from Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. We'll again have our live post-game show here soon. Plenty of content on the message board. Join the conversation. And on the site, and we'll have more, including the big basketball commitment, obviously, with Matthew Morrell picking Ole Miss today. So for the football part, that is it. Appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.